end of the line of the Western and Atlantic Railroad. That's where Atlanta was born. And there a train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons.
Here are your Atlanta Falcons.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. This return starts at the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Continuing to move past the 45. And he takes it down to the 33. That one hits for 30. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
And the Seahawks.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10. Darnold. It's caught by Elijah Royal. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
14 more
Big
yards.
gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nothing.
18-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Play fake, Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And he'll go down here at the 16.
To Rashid Shaheed. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Jason Myers now going to try to knock this through for the Seahawks.
26-yard attempt.
Very short kick here from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Falcons, nothing.
Anytime you go on the road and you could put points on the board on your opening drive, job well done.
Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And they're brought out by the 8th pick in the 2024 draft. Out of your alma mater, the University of Washington, Michael Penix Jr.
The former Husky got a 3-start audition to end his rookie season. Kate, and those results, well, as you'd expect, were a little mix. Some highlight reel making throws and some opportunities to learn from as well. But now the 8th pick, he's going to get the ball in his hands running his own team.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Making us look bad. Man, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Penix working from the gun. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10.
When a play breaks down, every
line.
once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. The handoff for Robinson, running right. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Tackled back at the
Well, the extra
35-yard
blocking
line.
sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They're going play fake with Penix. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Penix here from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. Seahawks with Torrey Horton back deep to return this. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And into the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Now Darnold off the play action. Flush down out to his left. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
41-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They're going play action. That one's complete, right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Throw left side. Caught by Smith and Jigba. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the 2nd time. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out.
Downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still first down.
From the shotgun, Penix. Packages him holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Up second down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Definitely got to watch for a safety here, partner. Second and long from their 1. Here's Robinson up the middle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by Rick Woolen.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Staying with Robinson. And he gets him 5, but still ways short of that line of gain. So here comes 4th down.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You can give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them, but just flow to the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that first down marker.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. Escapes a defender. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They've got an early 3-0 lead as they take over here. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Here's a screen now for Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
From the gun, Darnold. This one's caught. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. The Seahawks with an early lead. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Here's Darnold to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Oh, they're going to have the fullback trying power for it. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed 1, but they're going to lose 1 on that play. It's 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Myers' kick is good. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out of the field runs the Atlanta offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Got a man, it's Drake London. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Drake London. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. Penix looking to run with it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. And that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the 1st down, and live to play another day.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
He's brought down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. Play fake, Penix. Search, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity in any success for an offense.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
They'll punch it away again. Bradley Kenyon headed back out. And is Torrey Horton lined up deep. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off the play action. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Inside give to Walker, and he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 5-yard gain on the play, and the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Rolling on first, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
First and 10, Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. And again, it's Darnold. Rolling left, buying some time. It's inside the 10. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the red zone on first. Has it down close. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks go up by 12. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks bump the lead up to 13 points.
Falcons, nothing. Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Agnew on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score. This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
To the air with Penix. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. That throw intended for Drake London. So that brings them to third down.
Brings up third down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Third down, it's Penix. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
A 6-yard
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. It's the Falcons, who don't have many options here on 4th and long. Bradley Pinion on now to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
The Seahawks take
The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
Walker on first down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Play fake. Darnold finds him on the crossing route. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
24-yard line.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Darnold on the play action. Finds his fullback. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Connection made to Shaheed. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A gain of 7. First down, Seattle.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Completed over the middle. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Jason Myers.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One final shot before the half. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Falcons offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And after that opposing score, Brock, they find themselves taking over down 16. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He dodged the tackle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Throwing now on first down. Penix. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. First and 10 now from the 30. On the gun, it's Robinson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Penix off the play action. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Falcons, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Here's Robinson. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3, and this brings up 2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Penix here from the gun. And he's not going to escape. The Seahawks brought the pressure, and they got him. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
A gain of 10 yards brings up 4th down and goal.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. 4th down, Penix. Getting out to... And they take this in for the score. The Falcons cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create. What a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
Raheem Morris keeping his offense out there. They're going for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Running the draw. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
16.
Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets hit done. After one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Hand off to Walker from the gun. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Big gain downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
What just happened? Seriously?
Guys, you
Was
can
that
do
even a
better.
play? The game's not over. Why are you giving up?
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
32-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him.
Are you kidding me?
Who wants my jersey?
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Harrison on the stop.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying with Walker. And only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
The ball carrier. A.J. Terrell on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Myers' kick is good, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Robinson, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Kobe Bryant. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 47-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop though, made it to 46. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
You know, that's a case, Kate, defensively, where you just got to keep your eyes on the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react, well, gives them room to operate.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's running for it. And Penix gives himself up after picking up that 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Falcons, 1st down.
That is quarterback
First and
play
10 at the
101.
line.
Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
First and 10, Orlando Robinson. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
He's tackled at the 40-yard
One thing I
line.
can say positive about the execution of that play
Brings up second
is at least he didn't
and
go
9.
backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Penix. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
On the coverage.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one's caught by Mooney. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Shotgun snap. They give to Robinson. Rob Flynn, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys
Brings
up
up
front.
2nd and
1 second
10
sooner,
at
they
the
got a tackle
19-yard
behind the
line.
line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Hits him on the out route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
To Jamal Agnew. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Falcons football, a nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Play number 9 of the drive. This is going to be 3rd and 5 to go. Penix working from the gun. From the pocket, looking for a target. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. Drake London with the touchdown. It's like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yes, that's just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons get it back to within 6.
19. Falcons 13.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
He's brought
It's
down
one of
at
those
the
sneaky
31.
little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Darnold looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a
Give
gain
him
of
8
8.
yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
First
Kate,
and
one
10
thing
at
I
the
learned from the late,
39-yard
great
line.
Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
A.J. Terrell
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Running back, motioning right. Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Penix. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Throwing, Penix. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Now comes their punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Throwing on first, here's Darnold. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10, Darnold. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Darnold and the Seahawks getting set to try for 2.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Seahawks 27, Falcons 13.
Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it, but there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
Now here come the Falcons on offense. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. On first down, here's Penix. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Only took him 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Over the middle and taken in by London. And we'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Penix here from the gun. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's one thing as a running back to move those chains on the ground. Well, that's what you get paid for. You want to get paid a little bit more? Move those chains as a receiver, as he just did.
1st and 10 from the 41. Again, Penix to the air. Dumps it off to Robinson. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Bijan Robinson.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And he's got a free play here. He has room past the 25. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside. Defense.
Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand.
That penalty is declined.
Watch the sticks. Watch the sticks. It's coming.
Running it after the penalty. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They give to Algier from the gun. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means 1st and goal is coming up.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Back now, pressure coming. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Penix looking to pass. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
27. Falcons 20. Bradley Pinion.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Tight end going in motion here. This is Walker on 2nd. Wow, he had to power through 1 tackle just to get back to the line that time. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punt team on the field. They could really use a good one here. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Penix off the play action. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Stepping up, and he's going to run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons down by 7. 2nd down now, they need 7. To the air with Penix. Has him on the quick hitter. Gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, way to make a play! Pushing the rock down the field!
Looking to throw it. Gets this one to London. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
They bring their tight end left. Here he is to throw. He comes out the screen. Here's Robinson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
This could be the turning point. People are getting paid. People are cashing checks.
I love that guy! That's what we do. That's what we do! We are in it to
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
This is a sleep.
Setting up to pass. Hits him on the end route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
1st down, ball at the 36. He'll look to throw it. Finds his back. It's Robinson. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Seahawks have it. So they do take over after the fumble block, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. At the 11th hour, Brock, somebody able to storm in and force the fumble that prevents that big play touchdown.
It's almost counterintuitive, Kate, right? You'd think players, as they get closer to the goal line, would have better ball security, but honestly, more often than not, it's the opposite. We see it get knocked out in the final moment as players extend for the goal line or anticipate the touchdown.
Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Robinson, and he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th.
Bradley Pinion.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Seahawks take over.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Now motion him out of the backfield. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At the 38-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. From the gun, Darnold finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop over the 46-yard line. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Makes the catch. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
First down, Seahawks.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. And again, it's Darnold. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Elijah Arroyo, the target on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got 1 hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left.
Be ready! Be ready!
2nd and 10. Darnold. He brings it in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Complete to Kenneth Walker. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Seahawks offense running out now. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
And this one doesn't go far.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got second down. To throw, here's Darnold. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, Darnold. Hits his running back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
He's going to throw it again. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Smith and Jigba. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 15-yard line.
Just a reminder, a touchdown doesn't end it here, but it would put them on the edge of victory. Here's second down. Darnold now to throw. Completed over the middle. And he stops. Give him about 7 on the play and give his offense a first and goal.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They kick the running back in motion. Darnold. Taken in by Shaheed. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. inside give to Walker. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Ronnie Harrison
He gets 2
the
on that
tackle.
run. That brings up
A
3rd and
2-yard
goal.
pickup brings up
Well, you get a little bit
3rd and
closer,
goal.
but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
All right, needing 3 yards here on 3rd down if they want to keep this opening drive of overtime going. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Donald's pass.
Thought he had a touchdown there.
Elijah
And that forces
Arroyo.
them to 4th and goal.
Incomplete.
Kate, how many
It's now
times have we
4th
sat in
down
meetings
and goal.
and heard from offensive coordinators, you get down to this area, we got to be able to run it. You got to be able to run it. We get time coverage. So you know what you should do? Run it.
An important attempt coming up here for
Jason
Jason
Myers
Myers.
on for the field goal.
Angling this
A
one in from the right
20-yard
hash to
attempt.
challenge here. It's good. The
The
kick
kick
sails
is
through.
good.
And the pressure now
Makes the
applied to
score
that opposing
Seahawks 30,
sideline.
Falcons
The important part,
27.
they've got the lead here in overtime after the short field goal. But with how close they got, the touchdown was in play. You got to hope that you can get the stop here and not live to regret that series stalling out.
Jason
Without a doubt,
Myers
Brock,
to
the
kick
most
off for
important
Seattle.
possession of the game about to begin as the kick is away. Here's Agnew on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
On the return.
Onto the field runs the
Falcons
Atlanta
take over
offense.
1st and 10.
Their defense held at
At their
least a
own
little, Brock, but the
29-yard
pressure
line.
is still on. They need a field goal to keep this game going or a touchdown to end it.
And I can promise you right now, lie detector test in that huddle, every single one of those guys have asked, says, I want a touchdown. I'm not even thinking of the field goal. That should be your mindset to go finish this game right now.
Complete to Drake London. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Need to at least get in range for a tying field goal. A touchdown obviously wins it. Here's 2nd down. Tight end in motion left. Penix here from the gun. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Free inside the 30. Running in the red zone. And this is over. He takes it in and then wins it in overtime. It all came down to the situation they hoped for. Brock, ball in their QB's hands with a chance to win it. And he came through when it mattered most.
And all you really do and hope for in that moment, and when it arrives, is you got the right man under center for the job. And in this moment, he was that dude.
So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.